This right here is my favorite thing ever. In the history of forever. I think about this every day. I think about this all night long. I stay awake, not sleeping, because I'm thinking about this.
Welcome back to DPS Ultra. Chris is telling a story about when he was younger, he got really sick and got a fever that kind of, you said, damaged your brain or did something to your brain?
Yeah, it caused like minor brain damage. So, because it made me, like when I first got sick, I was like 6 years old. And we lived in Indonesia at the time. And there was no like emergency room or anything where we lived. The closest like modern hospital was in Singapore.
Holy shit!
Because this is like the early '90s, and most places, like most villages and stuff in Indonesia, didn't have power. Like there was no electricity in a lot of places, and so we had a doctor because we lived on like this compound that was for like American employees of Caltex, and so we had like a doctor, but no emergency room. And so like my parents had to just like take care of me when I was sick, and I was like absolutely out of my mind hallucinating and like seeing stuff like incredibly vividly, and they were like really complex, just crazy hallucinations. And after that fever, it gave me a little bit of brain damage essentially, to where anytime I would get sick, I would hallucinate at night. And they would be really, really, really intense hallucinations. And like still to this day, like I had a hallucination once that was like basically like a super close up of like a text program, like Microsoft Word, just like zoomed in on the letters with like the cursor blinking, and it was like zoomed in so far that I could see all the little pixels and everything. And still to this day, if I watch a movie and like some movies, it'll like show the computer screen up close when they're typing, and you can like see the pixels and while they're typing and everything.
Yep.
If I have to look away and close my eyes every time I see that, because it starts to send me into like a panic attack.
Wow.
But I used to just have all these hallucinations. Some would only be like a few minutes. Some would be like an hour. And my parents would have to like basically just try to calm me down and like hold me down because I was like freaking out so bad. And one time I was probably in like middle school. I got sick, started hallucinating, and I just like barged into my sister's room and woke her up, and I was like, Becky, we have to wrap these presents. And she's like, what are you talking about? And I was like, we have to wrap these presents. And I was just like motioning next to me to like show her the present, and I'm like, we have to wrap these presents. And she was like, what's going on? And I just kept saying we had to wrap these presents, and then she turned the lights on, and when she looked at me, she screamed because apparently my pupils were gone.
What?
My pupils were constricted so far that they were just like a little pinhole, and so I just had blue eyes.
Oh, fuck that.
And then, so she screamed, she ran to my parents' room, woke them up, and then they came and got me. And then I had, and like what's crazy is I was fully conscious, and I remember everything that ever happened in one of these episodes. And like I understood that I was hallucinating, but like the rational part of my brain was like completely shut off.
So you just like genuinely believe that there were like presents that needed to be wrapped next to you?
Yes, like it was like reality. That was my reality.
Whoa.
And like I have so many memories of like all these crazy things happening, and one of the ones I remember most vividly, I was probably maybe like 12, and I had woke my dad up, and we were sitting in the living room, and he's sitting there holding me, like trying to keep me still. And I look at his forearm, and there are like 100 little windows in his arm, and it like a old like New York tower hotel kind of a thing. And in each window, there were like lights on in each window, and I could see like families having dinner, like people watching TV, like all these little apartments in each window. And I could like look into each window, and there were like detailed people and like things happening in each one. And it was like I could see the building, and it was like nighttime behind it. There was like a cityscape behind it. And then I told my dad, I was like, your arms are like hotels. And I'm sure he was just like, Jesus fucking Christ, this kid.
Oh, that was when you were a kid?
Yeah, I was like 12, I think.
Oh, okay.
But I remember looking up into the hallway, and I could see my dad in the hallway.
Who is she?
Even though he was like sitting, like
There's a
holding me
story told
down.
around these parts.
And
Kind of
when
a
he,
local
like, I
legend.
saw him walking in the hallway, and he was like
Tells of a woman who
flailing
was
his
cast
arms
out,
above his head, like he was really mad about something.
sentenced to
But there was
die
just like
on an
static
island
coming out of
on
his
the
mouth,
lake.
Whoa.
and he was just like screaming, and it was
There was
just
a man in town
I could see static coming out, and I could hear the
so
static coming out.
madly in love with her.
And
And every
underneath
night,
him on the floor
he would sneak
was like
out,
this little
row across
cartoon
the lake,
army
bringing
that was
her food and
like over his feet.
company.
What the hell?
And yeah, and so it was just
And
like
every night,
weird
she
shit
would
like that.
stand there on the shore.
Damn,
And
dude.
one of the
holding his
things
way.
that was like a recurring theme through every
one
single
night-
one is that
A terrible storm.
I knew the hallucination
bottom
was
out the
coming
open,
if I
blew
put
out
my
the
two
candle.
fingers together, like put my index and my
even in
thumb
darkness,
together.
the
I could
man would
feel
not
like
give
a
up.
little,
He would not turn back.
I guess it would be like a
So he
BB
fought
would be the
against
best
raging waters until
description for
finally
it.
the lake took him.
And I could feel it between my fingers. And
They say even then,
what was crazy
woman
is that
never
the
lost
BB
hope.
between my fingers, even though it wasn't really
kept
there,
coming out at night,
it was infinitely big
lighting the
and
candle,
also infinitely small at the same
bring her
time.
beloved home.
And as soon as I touched my fingers
Leading
together
to
and I could
shore.
feel that, I knew that I was going to hallucinate.
Wow.
and-
Not sure how much truth there is
It
to
just,
it.
it stopped. I think the
It's a
last one I
fairy
ever
tale.
had, I was like 20.
But she's become something of a local saint.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes,
undying
every
love.
once in a while, I'll get the feeling,
Hence this place.
but I don't actually hallucinate. I just get that like feeling of the thing between my fingers.
She's not here.
But it doesn't go like farther than that.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, fucking insane.
She's not here.
Yeah, I wonder what caused you to not hallucinate anymore.
I don't know, because like we talked to the doctors and stuff. They actually said that I'll probably grow out of it,
This was
but
a
it definitely
mistake.
caused brain damage
Shouldn't come here.
to some extent.
Yeah. Wow.
Fucking trippies. I always like forget that happened to me.
Well, I mean, it's a very, like,
There's plenty of other.
stressful
We can still.
thing that happened to you in a better part of your life, and your brain probably suppressed it.
Yeah, I was just like, we don't need to remember that.
It's like, yeah, those are not very fun times.
Because like still today, like, me and Emily will be like watching a movie, and then like some text on a screen comes up, and I'll like close my eyes, and she'll look at me, and she's just like, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "Oh, right,
The
text on
thing.
the screen."
So I take it you can't watch The Matrix then.
What's interesting is that it's only with like realistic, like if it's like zoomed in Microsoft Word. So if it's like green,
that's right. Yeah.
it's like if it's a real computer screen that's like being zoomed in on.
I see. Okay. What's up here? I don't think I've ever. Well, I don't know if I would count that as a hallucination or just my overactive child mind. But I had a
Not much of a
few
movie fan anyway.
instances when I was a kid where I saw just like really strange things that I couldn't like understand why I was seeing them. Like when I was probably, oh god, how old would I have been? Maybe like 6. When I was living, me and my mom were living at my grandparents'. I remember I woke up one morning. It was probably like 6, 7 in the morning. And I remember I woke up, I was like, ah, and I looked at the foot of my bed, and there was a giant crab at the foot of my bed. Like, just like on on my bed, just like sitting there. It was like, I don't know, it was like the size of a basketball. And I was just like, I was just like laying there, just like staring at it. And then it sort of like got up and like sideways walked like off the foot of my bed and then down my bed. And I waited until I couldn't see it anymore. And I like jumped out of bed and I was like staring at like the ground near where I saw it. And then it started to crawl towards me. So I screamed and I ran out into the kitchen. And my grandpa was at the table like eating breakfast. And I was like, Opa, there's a crab in my bed, in my room. And he was like, you were screaming in your sleep something about a crab. And I went in there and I shook you and you stopped.
Whoa.
And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, in your sleep, you were like screaming about a crab. So I was like having, I guess, a nightmare about like a crab. And I have no recollection of that nightmare. But I guess like, well, like the thing I was telling you about earlier, I guess like I was still like semi-asleep when I saw the crab, and then like once it was out of my like view, I like woke up, but then I like jumped out of bed and I still saw it. So I don't know if my brain was still like, I don't know what the fuck, I can't explain it. But
yeah, your brain just like kind of combined reality and the dream and like put it together.
Yeah. And then there was another time, I think I was probably around the same age. It was like raining out. I was still living at my grandparents' same room, and it was like raining out. And I went in my room. No, this isn't good. I know what happens in this fucking bathroom.
Turds.
No.
I have never, ever seen a stall with a real doorknob on it like that.
No, it's not a thing.
Oh, is it the one that's partially open?
Oh, it didn't happen. Oh, wait a minute. Is this? No, I already did that. What am I talking about?
Wicked dump. Is it the other bathroom?
Oh, is it? Did they take it out? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I can't remember. It's been too long.
Oh. Anyway, is there another bathroom?
Women's bathroom? Oh, there's another bathroom.
Oh, lordy. Hold on, let me get this out of the way. It didn't happen. What the hell?
What's supposed to happen?
There's supposed to be an incredibly loud, like, bang.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, I wonder if it's not, well, I mean, maybe we're just not there yet. But anyway, so it was raining outside, and, like, I just went in my room, and, like, I had, like, a big window next to my bed, and I remember I looked at my window, like, you know, like the Jurassic Park, like, logo, it's like the T-Rex skeleton? Mm-hmm. I saw that in my window.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and I just looked there, and I saw it, and it was just, like, on my window, and I was like, Mom? And she's like, what? And I was like, come here. And she's like, no, you come here. I was like, oh my God. And so like I ran into my mom's bedroom and she's like, what is it? And I was like, there's a T-Rex skeleton in my window. And she's like, no, there's not. I was like, yes, there is. And she's like, no, there's not. And then I like went back and like poked my head around the corner and it was gone.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's like the only two things I can think of. There might have been like one more, but I can't think of what it would have been. But I mean, kids have just like an overactive imagination, so like, but I cannot explain like that dream with the crab, like what that would have been.
James.
But seeing
Cosmic crab.
yeah, but seeing that crab at the foot of my bed, like I remember that vividly. Like it's always stuck in my head.
Remember.
What the fuck is up with his hands? What is that?
It's ice cream.
Oh, I thought it was popcorn. It was
Yeah.
just like, oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah. I just didn't get around to it yet.
No, there's no pizza left. What do you think?
This is Silent Hill. You think there'd be pizza?
Toluca Lake ice cream.
Are you alone here, Eddie?
No.
Well,
That's
I like how-
probably just Laura messing around.
Eddie looks
Little
like
girl?
he's 42.
Laura, is that her name?
Yeah, I think we talked
That's
about
what she
that the
said.
first time we saw him, but he's like 28 or something right here,
You gotta look for her.
and incredibly
I thought
sweaty.
He's supposed to be like younger.
You coming?
Huh?
Now you want me to come with
How
you?
old is he supposed to be?
Eddie?
Yeah.
I could have sworn he was in his late 20s, but I could be wrong.
I always thought he was just like a teenager.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, that was foul.
I'm talking about him being a teenager. Huh? That's fucking disgusting.
Ass teenagers.
Well, I mean, most of them are.
Yeah.
I can vouch for that. No, I wasn't disgusting. I had No, I was disgusting.
All teenage boys are disgusting in some regard.
Yes, this is truth.
Laura?
Let's.
Don't fuck with me, Laura.
Oh,
I'll
editing
kill you
Joe.
like I killed my wife.
Oh, editing Joe, you know what to do. Although it'll have to be a copyright-free version. Oh, okay.
I feel like that song should be public domain at this point.
Yeah, I thought it was, and I was editing a video. I can't remember if it was DPS Ultra or something else, but I put it in, and sure as shit, it is not.
Wow.
The video got a copyright strike, and I had to delete it and re-upload it with a royalty-free version of it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it sounds like nothing like it. It's like I can't remember what it sounded like, but it was like I was like, come on, man, that fucking show was like how old now? Like 60 years, something like that.
I feel like it's not 100, so
Oh yeah, gotta wait.
we're keeping it.
Gotta wait 40 more years. Or no, isn't it like 90?
Sure.
Yeah, because that's
I know it's like around 100 or something like that.
yeah. That's how the original Tugboat Pete Mickey Mouse is in public domain now.
Oh yeah. Oh, Tugboat Willie.
Tugboat Willie, yeah, that's what I meant.
Tugboat Pete is the knockoff version.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the original Heaven's Night. No, wait, this isn't Heaven's Night. I like this one though. I like listening to this.
nice.
I like listening to this song when it's like foggy outside, like cold and
Yeah, this
cold
is
and
such a
foggy.
good song.
Yeah, I love this song. I forget what it's called, but actually, when I was at work a couple years ago, I was on my walk, and it was like insanely foggy out, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna walk around and listen to that song, and it was just like, I'm in heaven right now.
Yeah, it's always nice, like picking out the perfect song for like the environment you're in.
Yeah.
I remember when I was in Tokyo, it was like a Tool album.
It doesn't
Sleep.
sleep. That's haunting. Anyway, you were in Tokyo.
Oh yeah, and I brought some headphones with me, and I was playing like Macintosh Plus and this one vaporwave album I used to listen to a lot called I can't remember like the name. The name of the artist is 2814.
Mm-hmm.
And it was fucking perfect because like the whole concept of the album is like walking around a city that you don't know at night.
Did you see
So I
that?
was walking around Tokyo
Yeah,
at
try to
night,
stop.
which I did not know, listening
went
to that
that
album,
way.
and it was
Can still
fucking
catch you.
great.
You know, I'm sure I've asked you this before because I was fascinated with you going to Japan, but how in your lead up going to Japan, I know you were actually like studying Japanese, both like spoken and like written, but how actually was it like getting around Japan for like, because I would have a fucking horrible panic attack going to a country that I don't speak the language, even if I know like little bits and pieces of it. Like, I know majority of Tokyo, like you can get around pretty easily, but like overall, like how was it getting around?
Oh, it was not bad at all. Yeah, like especially Tokyo, like you really don't have to know Japanese. Like even when you get on the trains, the announcements are in Japanese and English.
Okay.
And then a lot of the signs at the train stations they have like English. A lot of people speak, not a lot of people, but you will run into people that do speak like
James.
a little bit of English and makes it easier. It's when you get into the smaller towns that nothing is in English. Even just like the some of the districts in like Tokyo or some of the what are they called?
Prefectures?
Prefectures. Yeah, like if you get not oh my god, I can't remember what they're called. Not a prefecture, but it's like a smaller sub city within Tokyo.
Oh, oh fuck, I know what you're talking about. District?
Oh yeah, I guess district works.
Okay.
When you get into like the more suburban areas, then or like where more people live than like where tourists don't really go, then it's way less English, sometimes none at all.
Oh, okay.
But if you're just like going around Tokyo, going around Kyoto, or Nara or something like that, like you don't
Nara.
really- Naru. Naru.
Ooh.
But yeah, I mean, I would have been able to do it without having studied Japanese at all.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it helped, but it wasn't necessary.
Okay. Yeah, I had a couple of old coworkers that I worked with at Best Buy that went to Japan like what is this, February? Maybe
Where
like
did she go?
September, October of last year. And like she's a big anime fan, so I'm sure she got like a head start. But when she got back, I asked her like, how was it like, because I know for a fact she knows like way less Japanese than you do. And so I was like, how was it getting around? And she's like, it was super easy. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, especially with there's this website that I used on my phone that has, like, let's say you're trying to get from point A to point B, like on others, like let's say you're trying to get from one side of Tokyo to the other, and you need to know what like trains to take.
Mm-hmm.
You can like type in the stations that you want to go to, and this website in English will tell you what trains to get on at what time and what stations to get off at. And you basically just like, you go buy your Suica card or your I can't remember the other. It's essentially like a card that you put money on that you just like swipe when you go into the train station.
Yeah.
You just like pull up the website and then type where you want to go, and then it tells you exactly what trains to get on and like where at what time. So like you really don't have to worry about, trying to figure out everything.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's incredibly helpful.
Oh my god, it saved my fucking life. At the time, I got a 4G hotspot. You can pick it up at the airport, because they have a post office at the airport. So you give this company like $100 or whatever. Let's say you're going for like 2 weeks, and you're like, okay, I need a hotspot for 2 weeks. And then you tell them what day you're going, and then they ship the hotspot to that post office, and then you go to the post office, pick it up. It's already activated and everything. And then you just like keep that in your backpack, and you can just use your cell phone. But now there's like eSIM cards, so you can just like buy an eSIM card, load it onto your phone. Like, oh, I need this for 2 weeks in Japan. And then you just like download it to your phone, and you can use your phone in Japan and use their cellular networks.
Whoa.
So you don't even have to do the hotspots anymore.
Holy shit, that's amazing.
It's really cool.
Laura.
I think my phone is eSIM capable. I'm not sure.
It's okay.
Probably, yeah.
We don't want to hurt you.
I'd imagine like more of the recent smartphones have that.
Yeah. And plus with like Google Lens for translating text, it's
I don't think she
even
likes me
easier.
very much.
Yeah, it seems to, I've used,
I don't know.
oh, son of a bitch. I have, I forget what it's called. Well, it's just Google AI. But I have that like pre-installed on my phone. And anytime I come across some like Japanese text, I'm like, oh, I wonder what this says. And then you basically like hold the home button on your phone and like literally draw around the text, and it like translates it like almost instantly. And like I'm not super up to speed with like hiragana, katakana, and stuff like that, but it seems to be like a pretty accurate like translation.
Yeah, it works pretty well. The only time that like Google Translate stuff doesn't work well is with like complex sentences and like paragraphs, because it doesn't handle the
Like the context.
like the context
Yeah.
very well at all. And Japanese is all about context and like assuming stuff, so it just ends up coming out really weird.
Yeah. There's also a like a instant, oh, not instant. It's called I think it's called Handoff on my phone, where it like it's used for like having conversations between like two people.
Oh yeah.
So if I went to Japan and I was like, hi, where do I go for this? And then it'll like read it back to the person in Japanese or whatever language, and then it'll instruct them to say it back in Japanese, and then it translates it in English and so on and so forth. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's super cool.
All right, don't let this be another instance of
The apartments.
the apartments. Oh wait, no, I went there. Okay. Did I just miss a key? Locked. Okay, we're looking for a key or something. It's already in here.
Okay.
Whip out the old strategy guide.
Yep.
Oh, wait. No. Oh, what's this? Due to repeated
I
instances.
think that was the thing I was just about to tell you to pick up.
Report to the head nurse in examination room 3. Examination room 1. Examination. Oh, are you? I was just in there. Son of a gun. Son of a biscuit.
Wow, I was just about to say son of a biscuit. Dude, it's been so crazy. Like the last few months, me and Emily have been saying the exact same thing at the exact same time.
Really?
Like, a bunch. Like there was one, oh my god, what was it? Oh my god. Oh, so I was anyway, what? I wrote it down for you to wait. You should finally be able to remember. You fucking idiot.
Once you're in the lobby, just look around. Now remember, nurses, doctors, trees. Nurses, doctors, trees. In the lobby?
Oh, the pictures.
Oh. Excuse me. Is that what I was looking for?
Yeah, so you go to the main lobby, and then I think you count.
Oh. Oh, I see. Okay, don't tell me anything else. I got it.
Okay.
4, 2, 7.
Nurses, doctors, trees.
It looks like there is a
Nurses,
no
7.
combination now.
doctors.
Look around. Might be written down somewhere.
Yeah, no, Maria, we found it.
Second floor?
But so I was building a like a chest, like a wooden chest for my parents for Christmas, and I was doing like a 18th century style painted chest, and
This place feels
which
so
I do woodworking, by the way.
empty.
Very well, by the way.
More
but-
than the other places we've been.
What's that?
You do it very well, by the way.
Oh, thank you. But since I was painting the outside of it, I wanted to paint something on the inside of the lid. And in my head, I was just kind of thinking like, oh, it'd be cool to do like a medieval style manuscript, like N for Neil, for last name. And Emily came over right after I was thinking that. And I opened the lid, and she's like, you should paint an N on the underside of the lid.
Whoa.
Like, within 10 seconds of me thinking about it.
And you said,
like,
and
I
you
wasn't-
said you said that you thought that like in your head, you didn't say it out loud.
I didn't say it out loud, and I wasn't even talking to her about painting something on the inside of the lid.
Whoa.
It was just like, we weren't even talking about it. I was just like sitting there looking at it.
Dang, that's fucking, well,
There's just been tons of stuff like that where, like, I'll say something that she was like thinking at that very moment, and then like it was like 2 times in a row I hadn't looked at my phone all day because I was like busy with work stuff, and I haven't been texting, I haven't been like on my phone whatsoever for like hours, and then all of a sudden I get the thought, Emily's trying to contact me, and I go over to my phone, and the phone just stopped ringing. And like my phone is usually on silent, and a lot of times it'll be in like the bedroom charging or whatever. And I think this time I was like in the kitchen, and the phone was in my office, and the ringer was off, and like my brain just all of a sudden was just like, Emily's trying to get a hold of you. And then I walked over to the office, and like she literally just called like 10 seconds prior. And it's just tons of stuff like that where it's like, what the fuck is this? Like, what?
you know what's weird? That exact same thing happens with me and my girlfriend sometimes, where
Yeah, it's weird.
I'll text her, you motherfuckers, I hate this. Where like I'll text her, and I'll be like, you know, I'll text her and I'll like put my phone like to my side or something like that, and like a couple minutes will go by and I'll like check my phone and like, you know, no text, and I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna go like, you know, grab a drink or something like that, and then I'll grab a drink, and then as soon as I grab my drink, I'm like, she texted me back, and I'll check my phone and she texts me back, and it's happened like multiple times.
It's so weird how that happens.
Yeah. And like same thing, like I have my phone all the time like on vibrate. I don't hear it ring, like I don't hear it make a text notification sound. It's always on silent, so I never hear it. It's just like I get a weird feeling. I'm like, yeah, she texted me back.
For now.
Yeah, it just like pops into your head.
Yeah. Okay.
I like how he just like took a gas can and like put it in his shirt pocket.
Yeah, I mean, if it fits, it fits. Oh, of course it's empty, son of a bitch.
If it fits, it quits. If the glove don't fit, you must acquit.
Well, I haven't heard that in a while. All right, where?
O.J. Simpson joke, everybody.
Yeah, for those who are too young to, Shut up. I don't mind using the gun on those fucking things. I hate those things. Mannequin douchebags.
You know, since it's like two like lower bodies put together, do you think that thing has a butthole on top?
Well, I mean, it stands to reason it should. I don't see why not.
Oh, my head butthole.
Where am I moving this thing? It's kind of awkward. It won't me.
Room?
Oh, there we go. It was kind of... Oh, it's Maria. She's in my way. Typical woman, am I right, fellas?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Buster? Buster Brown?
Buster Douglas. Oh, yeah, I have to go in there. I saw a monster down here, but maybe...
Cheeks! Oh!
Clap them cheeks. Okay, so hopefully the gasoline's in here. No.
I think you mean petrol.
Oh, there we go. Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey,
Of course, that's what I meant.
Yeah, come on, this is the UK. Get with it.
better.
You better. Oh. Okay. I have a map,
Yeah,
but...
what? Did that, like, update your map?
Nope.
Oh.
Anytime James updates his map, he literally takes the map out and, like,
Oh,
scribbles
right.
on it.
Yeah.
Alright, James, you know what to do. Suck it out.
Suck away, Jimmy.
Oh, I thought he was gonna do that thing that you always see in movies where they, like, put a hose in, like, a gas tank of a car and they have to, like, suck it out and then it just starts free-flowing.
Yeah. It's so fucking weird how that works.
Is that actually real?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, as soon as you, like, get the reason, like, you suck on the hose is, like, you create a vacuum, and then once the gasoline starts coming out, like, physics just, like, dictates that the gas continues to flow through it because of the vacuum.
Ah.
Even though, like, you're not sucking on the hose anymore, it's really trippy.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if that... I didn't know if that was like a movie magic thing or if that was actually real.
It seems like it would be.
The amount of bleach you use is getting ridiculous and the sheets are not getting any wider. I won't ask questions, just end it.
Is it over?
Sure isn't.
Fuck off. Oh, so do you remember in, I forget what episode it was. It might have been actually the last... No, it wasn't the last episode. It was the episode where we were telling personal stories. But do you remember I was fighting one of the mannequins in... Or no, the lying creatures. And one of them, like crawled through a door. And then I went to go hit it, and the door slammed in my face and hit me.
Yeah.
So, before we started recording tonight, I like opened up Steam because I haven't played Silent Hill 2 since the last time we played it on the channel, and it got updated recently. And I swear to God, one of the patch notes is actually like it fixes that.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was like, all right, so it's not just me. But I thought that was really
That's
funny.
really funny.
Yeah. It was like, fixes, I don't remember the exact terminology, but it basically said that it fixed that. I was like, okay, would have been nice to have that, I don't know, a couple months ago. Would have saved me from
What a
dying in that
weird,
one
like,
room.
little bug.
Yeah. Like you wouldn't think that would be like an actual an actual bug in a game where it's like, yeah, the door slams in your face and you take damage. It's like, oh, fuck off, Silent Hill 2.
Goddamn physics engine.
I would expect that in like Half-Life 2, like an actual physics-based game.
Yeah.
But
Like now physics are getting like so complicated in games that I'm sure there's like a ton of like unintended consequences for things.
yeah. I would love to have another Half-Life 3 or another Half-Life 3. I would love to have a Half-Life 3 now that, like, gaming consoles and especially PCs are so much more powerful and, like you said, everything's physics-based and, like, ray tracing and all that shit. And
Yeah, I really want to know why they won't do it.
there's a very strong rumor that they are working on Half-Life 3. They were just waiting for technology to advance to the point where it would... like the vision that they had for Half-Life 3 would be recognized. Like they didn't want to put it out before it was ready.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but I did read somewhere that like some dude who's like a very prominent leaker who's been like accurate for like a few other things, he said that like Half-Life 3 is coming. It's just a matter of when.
That's fine. What's going on?
Thank God.
Are you sure?
Yeah, seriously.
It's nothing. Probably just a hangover.
Xanax, I knew it.
Oh, yep.
Maybe you should rest.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe if you didn't have so much Pepto-Bismol in your hair, lady.
Fucking dingus.
Ding old bingus.
So comfy.
What?
That's the Xanax talking, lady.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go look for Laura. I'll be back as soon as I
It's the
can.
nastiest looking mattress I've ever seen.
James? I wanted to ask you,
He's like, what?
what if you can't find Mary? What will you do?
Well, you're a runner-up, lady. Just
I haven't really thought about that.
ease up on the Xanax.
Get back soon, okay?
Don't tell me what to do.
You're just like my ex-wife. Talking, saying things. Typical.
Talking and rolling.
Where is that girl?
Oh no. Man.
Oh, this is like the first appearance of the nurses in this one, right?
Yeah. Oh my god, are they? Oh, I didn't know.
Where? Her
Well-
face.
Did you notice? Hang on. Oh my god.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn.
God damn, they do a lot of damage. I don't know if you noticed, when I shot her in the back, it like, there was nothing at first, and then like a little pool of blood started to form where I shot her.
Oh, no, I didn't catch that.
Yeah. It was like very...
Damn, you're still... That health didn't do much.
Yeah. Of course.
That like keypad lock literally looks exactly like the ones at like Starbucks
Oh, for like the bathroom.
for the bathroom. You're just like, what's the key? What's the key code? And they're just like 1212. I'm like, thanks.
There. Oh no. I remember one time. This isn't really. Well, it's kind of relevant. There's one time me and my friends went to San Jose for a wrestling show, and we really had to use the bathroom. And the wrestling show was in this dude's backyard, and his like bathroom was fucking disgusting. And so I was like, I'm not using this bathroom. And so I asked the dude, I was like, I want to go to the store and like grab a drink or something. Like, is there like a Walmart or a CVS or something nearby? And he's like, oh, there's a Walgreens like down the street. I was like, oh, fuck yeah. And so we walked down to Walgreens and walked up to the cashier, and I was like, well, no, first we went to the bathroom, but it was locked. And I was like, oh, can I get the key to the bathroom? And he's like, yeah, but just be sure to bring it back because it's the key to the whole store. And I was like,
What?
What? And he's like, yeah, and he handed me his key ring, and I took a picture of this. It's on my Instagram somewhere. But he gave me his whole key ring, and he's like, yeah, just be sure to bring it back because it's the keys to the rest of the store.
What the fuck?
And I was like, okay. And so I went to go take a piss, and I'm like standing in the bathroom, and I was like, I could fucking just walk out right now, and like this dude would be screwed.
Yeah, wow, that is an insane amount of trust in a stranger.
Yeah, I guess he was like one of, I don't know, a couple of employees in the whole store, much like CVS. And I was like, wow, okay. And like, obviously I gave it back to him, but like, I was like, man, I could be like a huge asshole and just like not give these back if I really wanted to.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
That
so
is such like a huge like security breach. Oh my god.
Yep. It was, God, when was that? It was probably like 2010, maybe? So if anybody wants to steal keys from Walgreens, it's the Walgreens. No, I don't know what fucking street it was on. Wait,
In San Jose.
Oh, I thought it opened. Okay, I'd really like to save.
Where's the red paper?
Red paper. I think there actually is a save point.
Red paper.
Red paper. Red paper. There we go.
Red paper.
All right. Well, next time on DPS Ultra, we're at the hospital, and if it's anything like the original Silent Hill 2, this level's gonna fucking blow. Or this part of the game, not level. I guess it's a level.
Yeah. Well, time to go see the doctor.
Yep. See ya.